It's a very horrible day today. Not sure whether I'll be out for a run. Hopefully later on if it dries up. I've stopped wearing my Garmin watch during the day. Now, only reason being, it's just a bit uncomfortable. Like, it's just really like thick, and so like, say for example, I want to just pull the cuff of my hoodie down or something, right? It just doesn't feel very good, and then all of a sudden, then because it's so bulky, my sleeve is like that. Whereas with the Apple Watch, because it's so like slim, you barely even realise it's there. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my Apple Watch just through the day, and then before my run, then I'm gonna put my Garmin on, use my Garmin for my runs, and then probably just have it on during the evenings. I got so fixated and consumed with the data that the Garmin watch collects. Like I would wear it like to sleep all the time. Yeah, just literally wear it all the time, and the only time I take it off when I get in the shower. That's one big downside of the Garmin watch, but it is still completely elite when it comes to like running or exercise and stuff like that. Actually, I prefer the Apple Watch in the gym just because it's a bit easier to see how many calories you're burning. With the Garmin watch as well, say if you want to do like a free weight session, it does this weird thing where you have to do the sets every time. You have to like click it to say, oh, I've done a set, and that's just really annoying. I end up just not using it, and in the end, it looks like I've just done one massive 1 hour long set on whatever I'm doing. Whereas the Apple Watch just records your calories and all that stuff. I think the Garmin watch kind of overcomplicates it in that way. But yeah, anyway, not that you care about what watch I'm wearing throughout the day. But I got a quick snack from Lidl. Everyone on Instagram and stuff are saying about how you shouldn't get protein shakes or don't drink protein shakes anymore. They've been consumed for years and years and years. And just because people are now being like, oh, well, you could just eat a chicken breast or you could eat a steak or whatever. Like, it's just not feasible, like when you're just out and about. So I picked up 35 gram protein drink. I got an almond croissant just because it's the morning. I love almond croissants, sue me. And I needed some bananas. Now, one very important thing as well is when you're shopping in any supermarket, make sure that you're checking where these fruits and vegetables are originated from. So for example, avocados, the season at the moment is Israel and Colombia. Now, make sure that you're picking up the Colombian ones. Don't pick up the Israel ones if you are a pro-Palestinian supporter. Also, Lidl have started doing a grass-fed range. Now, I was just looking, and a 5% steak mince was $4.99 for the non-grass-fed, and the grass-fed was $5.89. So it's only a 90p difference, and I'm not sure whether it's actually worth it or not, just for that extra 90p. Now, if you want to go down the route of like really meticulously looking at what you put in your body, then yeah, fair enough, maybe grass-fed is for you. But if you just want to get the protein in and stuff like that, then I would just go with normal beef steak mince. But yeah, they had like diced beef, like that was grass-fed. I didn't look at the chicken or the poultry or anything like that. But yeah, the red meats, they're all grass-fed, which is pretty cool. So if that's your thing, then go to Lidl, get some grass-fed stuff. Also, I was just thinking, yeah, how is it that I feel the need to justify buying this? Well, obviously I don't have to, but I feel like I have to, just because of the new craze now of poisonous food, and you know, making sure it's as organic and as fresh and as whole food as possible. Whereas like a year or two ago, like this would have been considered a really good option when you go to the supermarkets, as opposed to getting like a Coke Zero or something like that. Whereas now this is seen as like a bad option, but I don't care. It's 35 grams of protein. It's easy, it's simple. It's, you know, so I had a 25-minute drive home and I managed to get 35 grams of protein in. Right, so the first meal, and apologies for me looking a little bit messy, but I am decorating, is going to be bagel, eggs, and turkey bacon. Recently, the bagel has gotten a bad rap. Rat? I'm not sure what the terminology of that is, the saying. People jumping off the back of what Eddie Abu's saying and saying it's like glue, but I like it. I like a bagel, and again, it's just one of those things that I'm happy to include. It makes having eggs and bacon a bit more enjoyable. Now, on a day like today, I haven't run in the morning, so I'll probably have this and then look to go for a run in maybe like 2 hours. So I've realised anything under an hour and a half, like when I've eaten within an hour and a half, then I've gone for a run, I could just feel the food there, and it just keeps coming up. Oh, right, I found that the best sort of post-run thing for me, routine, is 2 pieces of fruit and a coffee. Now, I haven't got an apple. I've run out of apples. I need to go out and get some apples. So 1 piece of fruit, and pretend I've got an apple. I'm going to go and get some apples before I go for a run, because I really do find the apple it just digests really quickly, and I just don't feel it in my system, and it just gives me loads of energy. So yeah, that is that. And then a little coffee just to give me a little bit of energy. I'm not sure whether you should have coffee really before a run, because it like raises your heart rate unnaturally, and I kind of want to try and keep my heart rate as low as possible, but I don't know the science behind it, but I think I need to read into it a little bit more. Got a little quick haircut as well. Also, I'm not sure if anyone else sees this on their like Instagram feeds or YouTube feeds or anything like that, but I was watching a few videos recently about like tips to grow on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure a lot of like people who like small YouTubers watch stuff like that anyway. And all that's on my feed now is like YouTube gurus telling you how to grow your channel. But it doesn't make any sense, right? Because the reason that their channel has grown is because they've told other people how to grow their channel, but like they haven't actually grown it themselves. They've just told people how to grow it, and then therefore their channel's grown because people want to know how to grow their channel. If that makes sense, like it just doesn't. Well, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, they haven't actually done the work to grow their channel in an organic way. Well, they kind of have, because they've chosen a niche in telling people how to grow their channel, but they haven't actually grown their channel outside of the topic of telling people to grow their channel. But then they're telling people how to grow their channel. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just does not make sense. Like, I think going forward, if I was to look at like advice and stuff, I would look at people like, well, on the Diary of a CEO podcast, Casey Neistat was on there, and like that stuff that he said was just absolute golden. Stuff that Emma Chamberlain has said on the Colin and Samir Show podcast, that's really good stuff. Just stuff from actual like YouTubers who have actually done it, and you know, put in the work, and have that sort of lived experience to then tell you what went well and what didn't go well. But yeah, these like growth YouTubers and these growth Instagram like accounts, they don't make sense to me. You know, genuinely, I don't even know why I even picked up the camera today. Like, I've got so much to do, and yet I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video today. Still going to do it. Still going to get through it. Just have to pick up some picture frames. Do you know what I've been watching recently? Is Randy, like the Sidemen's friend. He's been doing like daily like videos, which is pretty cool. Literally every single day, daily videos, and like, yeah, it's just him with his phone just filming his day, and it's like 20-25 minutes long each video. Like, it just seems like such a cool thing to do, but he lives in London. He's got a lot to do, and he's got quite interesting days, so it makes sense for him to take the camera around and show off his day. For people like me, or people that just sort of live an everyday sort of 9 to 5 and whatever, probably not as interesting, but I would love to give it a go, just to see if I could do it every day. Maybe I might do it for like a week and just see how it feels and if I can actually manage it. Right, finally got out for my run. It's been a fucking hectic day, and well, it's been a hectic weekend to be fair. I haven't really had much time to do anything other than decorate and tidy up and all those things. So it's been quite a dysfunctional YouTube video, if I'm honest. I do apologise for that, but try and keep it as raw as possible, as authentic as possible. Time is like 9 o'clock, and I managed to get for a run on Sunday night. Little run update, little fitness update. My fitness feels good, and honestly I could feel like I could run a marathon right now and I'll be absolutely fine. You know, this is like 20 minutes into my run now, and whip the camera out, giving you a little update, and I feel absolutely fine. So don't think I'll quite be running the length of Africa anytime soon, but yeah, I'm gonna leave the video there. Thanks for watching again. I'm gonna try and be a bit more consistent this week, next week, the week after, all the way up until the marathon in Milan. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.